In trying to bring down the cost of medicines in the United States, there could be price increases in other countries. On top of that, the highly anticipated tariffs on pharmaceutical exports to the US are expected next week. Paige Cockburn from our specialist reporting team joins us now to explain the details. Paige, hi there. So tell us how President Trump plans to make medicines cheaper in the States.
Yeah, so this week, Trump signed an executive order to get pharmaceutical companies in the US to voluntarily lower their prices in the next 30 days, or the government will intervene and impose what's called a most favoured nation policy. So that means the cost of products in the US must match the lowest price paid in another country. Trump says America must stop being suckers that pay up to 3 times as much as other countries, and they should really get the best price because they are the largest purchaser of pharmaceuticals. Here's Trump comparing the prices in America versus Australia.
One breast cancer drug costs Americans over $16,000 per bottle, but the same drug from the same factory, manufactured by the same company, is 1/6 that price in Australia and 1/10 that price in Sweden. 1/10 for the identical product.
So, Paige, could this change the price of medicines here?
Economists say yes, it could. We could see pharmaceutical companies hike up the prices in other countries like Australia to recoup some of the profit losses they would experience in the US. But there is a lot of uncertainty around this scheme. It's something Trump tried to get up in his first term, but it was struck down by the courts. So there's a really high expectation for legal action around this, especially from the powerful US pharmaceutical lobby, which have pretty deep pockets.
All right, Paige. President Trump's also signalled pharmaceutical tariffs are coming at some stage. What impact might that have on Australia?
Yes, so these tariffs that would be on pharmaceutical products going into the US are set to be announced next week. Trump has signalled they would be in the neighbourhood of around 25%. But it's US consumers that will really feel the pain of these tariffs. It won't affect the prices here in Australia. And that's because Prime Minister Anthony Albanese has already ruled out reciprocal tariffs. So that would be a tariff on US pharmaceuticals coming into Australia. So we import a lot more than we export in this sector. So that's a pretty logical economic decision. We have a couple of big pharmaceutical manufacturers here in Australia, but they say they're pretty well set up to weather this storm. They have a lot of manufacturing also in the US, and so they can pivot to more manufacturing there to avoid the tariffs.